What's making news this week at the University of Limpopo is that
Limpopo Premier pays tribute to slain student activist Josephine Moshobane during memorial lecture.
University of Limpopo hosts 50th Conference of Physiology Society of Southern Africa.
It's a kick-off for the inaugural Professor Mahlo Mogalong Sports Games. Well, these are some of the headlines for this week. Thank you for joining us. You are watching Inside UL News. Magagesho re kharitlela kgwedi ya go keteka basadi le legono re sa lefoka ka boditsi e le ga re ntamisha nna ke tshepo wa ga mojaki
nna ke itumeleng dipela thobela.
Limpopo Province's first female premier, Honorable Dr. Phophi Ramathuba, has paid tribute to the slain student activist Josephine Moshobane during her third memorial lecture hosted by the University of Limpopo. Moshobane was brutally killed in 1986 by the apartheid regime on her course to fight for the rights of students. The memorial lecture drew in scores of students, family members, former classmates, friends who paid tribute. In keeping her memory alive, the university has named one of the student female residences after her name and has erected a plaque outside the residence in her remembrance.
Well, thank you in studio. Indeed, we are reporting from the University of Limpopo, Moshobane Square, just outside the residence of Moshobane. And behind me, as you can see, is a monument which was built by the university in remembrance of the great heroine Josephine Moshobane. Now, a few minutes ago, the university members and the departments, they were here also with the family of the great heroine Josephine Moshobane, rendering an act of remembrance to her of candle lighting. Now, this really just says great about how the university takes women empowerment and women leadership so serious, and really greatly I will say that we are so grateful, as women, as black people, to be eating the fruits of their labor, because now we are experiencing free education, we are experiencing better education. We are really so grateful to eat the fruits of their labor. I will just park it here for now. We will be back with more later. Stay tuned.
Premier Ramathuba used the theme Aluta Continua, advancing the ideological baton of the revolutionary feminist, to address the ongoing struggle women face, urging reflection on whether the nation is doing enough to educate and empower young girls to carry the torch of the struggle forward.
As we continued to reflect during this Women's Month, we do so under the theme Aluta Continua, advancing the ideological baton of the revolutionary feminist, close quote. We must ask ourselves tough and real questions. Are we doing enough to educate and empower the youth, especially our young girl child, to carry the torch of the struggle forward? Are we leaving them to navigate this path on their own? Today, as we remember Comrade Jos, a revolutionary feminist, a great human being, and a fierce advocate for gender equality and women's rights, we must remember how she challenged the status quo with an unyielding spirit of a deep understanding of struggles of women in our country.
This is how some remember Josephine.
Well, indeed, we were attending the third memorial lecture of Josephine Moshobane, and it was now the end of the second session of the program, which was the actual memorial lecture. To get more insights, I am now joined by one of the family members of Josephine Moshobane. Sister Ifina, can you please tell us about the experiences that you've had with Josephine, and how has that experience molded your life up to what it is now?
Thank you very much. Mom Josephine is my cousin, and she has been a pillar of strength to our family, and she has been preaching the gospel of going to school, to be educated, and as women she was encouraging us that we should be independent women and get to school. The the role that she played in my life was that she actually recruited me to come and learn here. And at the end of the day, I finished my BSc degree, and I'm this woman that she wanted to see in me. I'm a businesswoman of note because she contributed a lot in my life.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Well, there you have it, viewers. That was one of Mom Josephine's family members who actually just told us about the contributions that Mom Josephine had made to her life. Well, we also know that she also made so much contributions, and she played a huge role in fighting against apartheid. Well, there you have it for Inside UL News. I am Success Mutana. Back to you in studio.
Let's take a quick ad break. We'll be right back.
The University of Limpopo proudly dedicates this Women's Month to all the incredible women who inspire and uplift our community. We honor the strength, resilience, and achievements of women from all walks of life, recognizing their invaluable contributions to society. As we celebrate this special month, we reaffirm our commitment to promoting gender equality and empowering women in all spheres. Together, let's continue to support and uplift one another, creating a brighter future for all.
Welcome back, and you are watching Inside UL News. Esteemed researchers, academics from research institutions and universities converged at the ranch outside Polokwane, attending a conference of the Physiology Society of Southern Africa. Presenters shared insights on their latest discoveries and developments in the field of physiology. This year, the Society marked its 50th anniversary under the theme Physiological Activism Towards Good Health, or rather Good Health and Well-being. The conference consisted of lecturers, professors, and doctors from various institutions in South Africa, such as University of Pretoria, Limpopo, Stellenbosch, Free State, Northwest, and Western Cape, who presented their research findings for the betterment of the profession. In her welcome address, Deputy Vice-Chancellor and DVC for Research, Innovation and Partnerships, Prof. Jessica Singh, said the conference was significant because it provided a deep understanding of physiology and will allow development of effective public health strategies and conservation strategies in the whole world, especially in the view of fast-changing environment that affects human, animal, and plant life. Let's take a look.
So it's a lovely community of physiologists, and I know Prof. van Staden talks passionately about this particular discipline, and so you are going to engage a lot with everyone, so enjoy and welcome. And now officially, Program Director, officially the conference is open.
As we conclude the Women's Month, we turn our focus to a food counselor and lecturer in the Department of Nutrition and Dietetics, Dr. Ramathuba, who is cooking it with her recipe to champion healthy and eating environments for South Africans. As one of the leading voices in the fight against malnutrition and poor dietary practices in the country, Dr. Bupape's focus on food environment, research and food policy is driving significant changes.
Her recent project concentrates on developing a front-of-pack food warning label designed to alert consumers to products high in artificial sweeteners, salt, sugar, saturated fats. Dr. Bupape is joining us virtually. Doctor, welcome and thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Doctor, we know that your food labeling course is crucial. Will it help consumers to make healthier choices and reduce non-communicable diseases?
It is said knowledge is power. So the more consumers are aware of the unhealthiness of certain food stuff, hopefully the lesser they will pick those certain foodstuffs when they're purchasing their groceries. But the bigger thing about the food labeling is we want to target the manufacturers, because having a negative label on your product sort of puts a negative light on what you're producing. So our aim and our hope is that with time, manufacturers will produce more healthy food, and as a result, when we go out to shop, we will be more exposed to healthy food. So in that way, then we are hoping non-communicable diseases will be reduced, because consumers will be more exposed to what is healthy than what is unhealthy.
Well, in terms of legislature, how strong are our laws in holding manufacturers accountable on products that are not up to the regulations? And we continue to see products being recalled from the shelves. Also, can you please tell us about your current proposal to the Department of Health?
Well, the fact that certain foods are pulled off the shelf because of their unsafety gives assurance that the government is doing something towards ensuring the health of the population. But unfortunately, we still see some products making into the supermarket, although we know they're not healthy. So at the same time that the government is doing something, I feel more could still be done to protect the South Africans and to make sure that whatever is put on the supermarket shelves has gone through strict and thorough examination. But I feel, yes, the government is doing something. In terms of the project that I am currently busy with, I'm working in collaboration with the University of the Western Cape, the researchers researchers at the University of North Carolina. What we have been doing in the past 3 years is revising and updating the food labeling law in South Africa. The aim of the food labeling law is to make sure that foods that are sold out there are safe in terms of health. And at the same time, the aim of the law is to protect South Africans against any claims that companies could be making. For example, in the past, companies could easily say a product is good for brain development, or they would claim that a product is high in vitamin C, whereas there's nothing like that. So the law that we are revising is to make sure that whatever claims that companies are putting in there on their product is in the best interest of the consumers. So we have conducted research. We submitted our findings to the Department of Health. They liked what we did, but we all know that the government cannot implement anything without consulting with the public. They have done that. They have received comments, and now the Department of Health at national level is busy reviewing those comments. And we are hopeful that the population in South Africa will also like the scientific evidence that we have submitted to the Department of Health, and whatever submission we have made will be put into law. Thank you. That is what we are busy with. Thank you.
Dr. Bupapa, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me, and thank you.
Moving on, the campus was abuzz with activity at Gate 2 Precinct as the Keyaka Student Magazine held a vibrant activation event featuring internationally acclaimed comedian William Last KRM. Students turned out in full force to enjoy the entertainment, performance, and celebrate the magazine's latest activation. Magubu Pokwani filed this report.
Thank you, in studio. Indeed, today we are at M Block Lounge, and now I'm going to be joined by William Last. Please join me, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Yeah. So since you are in the entertainment industry, there is no capital. How did you manage to keep up until this far?
Okay, I would say I always knew what I wanted. I always had a dream. I always wanted to be where I am today. But at the same time, the sky's the limit. There was never really funds when I started. Even now, sometimes there's no funds, but I still go because I have a dream. And yeah, I know where I want to go. So, yeah.
What can you say to someone who is inspired by what you're doing right now?
I would say just do your thing. I know you have a dream. You can be bigger than me. You're probably funnier than me or more talented than me. So just keep at it. There's nothing that it's impossible. It's about your mind. It's about you making it possible. So just keep on going. And yeah, man, pack in. Weird.
Thank you for your time. Well, there you have it, viewers. For Inside UL News, kina Makubu Wagapokwane, Kialeboga.
Well, let's take another break. When we return, Itumeleng will bring you up to speed with your sports.
Hi, my name is Majere Munyela. Do not look away. Your silence spread GBV.
My name is Melvin Watudiali. #Stop the femicide.
My name is Mpomudi Bani. No excuse for abuse.
My name is Jeffrey Nangambi Mafanya. Do not look away. Your silence spread GBV. Sorry munalili ulela tumboni sungasala to safety takasia Laura na GBV.
Hi, my name is Prevail Neo Ramathuba. Why not 365 days of activism against women and children abuse?
Hi, my name is Rose Madimbe. The University of Limpopo SRC says stop gender-based violence.
My name is Anna Mabina. Women and children are not subhuman beings. Please treat them right.
My name is Milia Chibenga. You destroy a woman, you destroy a nation. My name is Mwako Rapapana. Don't be silent. Speak about GBV.
My name is Ponzo Zodetsi. Did you know that you can report GBV anonymously?
My name is Francina Lebekwani. Say no to any form of violence.
My name is Noktulalo. Break the silence and the violence. Together we can create a world free of GBV.
My name is Mohammed Kamoren. Never lift a finger against a woman.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. The inaugural Professor Ramathuba Annual Staff Sports Games kicked off on the high as various sporting codes participated with zeal and beautiful display of skill as they clinched medals and trophies. Hosted at the Oscar Peter Sports Complex, the tournament is named after the Vice-Chancellor and Principal, Professor Ramathuba. The games drew stakeholders from various institutions, including universities, government departments and the private sector, as well as alumni. The tournament featured a wide range of sports including football, netball, volleyball, super pool, golf, tennis, darts, chess, aerobics, a fun walk, and a 5K marathon. UL teams performed exceptionally well, securing top positions in netball, volleyball, darts, chess, and aerobics.
Thank you for the opportunity to reflect on the day that we had on Saturday. We had the second annual games for Prof. Ramathuba. The aim of these games is just to appreciate and celebrate the support that we are receiving from the Vice-Chancellor. He supported us from the initial starting of this staff sport. So the aim of these games was to just appreciate him. It came as an idea from the executive to appreciate him, the support that he is giving, and just to appreciate what he is doing for the university community. So we have opened this to celebrate it with other institutions. We had invited public and private institutions. We had government institutions, we had private institutions, we have universities who came and celebrated with us. And just to say, the day was a success because the turnout was bigger. It was the second annual celebration. Last year we had it, but this year it was then an official launch. So it was a success. We had more sponsors as compared to the first one. So we really appreciate that. And the other thing that is more important is that it is bringing us together as the community, the university community, and the community at large. So we are also pushing on the issue of community engagement, where we are inviting community members to be part of this, because this is not only about us as the university, but also as the community, as we are a university that is within the community. But again, we are pushing the issue of social cohesion within the university and externally, and also mass participation. I know most of the staff members are aware of this, but somehow they are not part of this. It is still open, and we are encouraging all members, administration, academic, every member of the university is welcome to be part of this. So with those few words, I would really like to appreciate the support that we're receiving from the Vice Chancellor, and also to say members of the university, members of the community, you are welcome to join us to be part of this prestigious thing that is taking place. It's an annual thing. We are going to continue appreciating him every year. We know that he is there for us every time. Every time we knock at his door is open for us as a staff sport. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Well, that wraps up our news bulletins for this week here on Inside Your Own News. We appreciate you for tuning in, and remember to subscribe to our channel for more updates. Join again next week. Like
nna ke tshepo wa ga mojaki magagešo sepedi se re go ya mašemong ga se gofe ke re šalang gabotse thobela.